what's up? It's Asian Flush. It's me, Moni.
It's Victor.
And Tao.
We got some special guests for our first podcast. We have Milwaukee Bassers, the guys that are hosting, coordinating the Milwaukee club fishing team here, or not team, but Milwaukee club here. I'll let them introduce themselves.
My name is Mike. They call me Mikey Fang on Facebook. Rank number 5 Milwaukee.
Number 5.
Yeah, but my name is Mike, and I'm one of the admins for Milwaukee Bassers.
Hey guys, this is B. Also one of the tournament directors and admins of Milwaukee Bassers.
Hey, and I'm Chu. I'm also one of the admins and tournament directors of Milwaukee Bassers as well.
Awesome. All right, we got Milwaukee Bassers here. They're our first guest on our Asian Flush podcast. So congrats to you guys. I know that you guys just took a tournament, a Wisconsin tournament at Milwaukee. Congrats to you guys. How was that? Pretty good?
It was a good win, but it was real tough. You know, we only got 5 fish throughout the day. The tournament that we fished was WAPTA, was the Wisconsin Bass Alliance, one of the oldest and one of the top fishing leagues in southeast Wisconsin. Okay. Yeah, we were happy we were able to fish, and we were happy for that win for last weekend.
So I'm really interested. Let's take it. How does your day go when you guys start fishing? Like, are you guys out there 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning? When do you guys start? When you guys end?
Yeah, so bass tournaments are normally the typical 8 hours. Normally 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.
All right.
So we normally get up, depending on how far the lake is, 2, 3 a.m. Try to get there early. You have a launch and prep too as well. So it definitely takes a lot of time.
Yeah, and as hosts as well, so we got to take extra precaution and we got to take extra time because we got to do all the extra loading and everything. So we usually up maybe an hour earlier than what we usually at, just to get everything ready for the day. And then we show up. That's how it usually runs.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how do you guys warm up? Do you guys have warm ups you guys do when you guys aren't hosting and you guys are actually participating in other tournaments? If you're playing basketball stuff like that, you do a quick run through, and you kind of stretch and do all that stuff. How do you warm up for fishing?
Oh man, my warm up is I play my favorite song, dude, by Lilo Satan, man. He knows. Yeah, that's the reason why we won. But really, I just jam. I just jam my music. That's
music. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't have a routine. I would say. I mean, if you say a routine or warm up, I really don't have anything. I
think the only one who have one is probably Mikey. I think I just go right into it as well.
Yeah, you just got your rods and just jump right into it.
Just ready for a game day,
Yeah.
So he's the good luck charm then, huh? Because you guys fished together this year. So Mikey's the good luck charm then.
Yeah, that's what they say.
He's top 5, so.
We gotta say that sometimes to make him feel a little better,
Yeah.
That's crazy. With you guys winning Milwaukee last week, with you guys winning Milwaukee last week, you guys think this will help you guys this week? Because you guys are hosting the tournament at Milwaukee as well. So, you guys think you guys might have an edge out on that water this week, or it's up? It's pretty much up anybody's game.
Since we're hosting our tournament on June 20th at Milwaukee, I think it's still up for grabs. Even though we won last week, I wouldn't go in super confident because confidence is team killer. So I say we're going in. We're going in okay. We've been practicing quite a bit actually this week, and we're hoping that we'll be on fish when we show up on June 20th on Milwaukee.
Okay.
I see. Let's pull it back a little bit. How long have you guys been fishing for, and why did you guys decided to create Milwaukee Bassers?
Go Chewy, how long you been fishing for?
Well, I've been fishing for a while, but if you just want to talk about tournament fishing wise, I think this might be my 8th year doing it.
Oh wow, okay.
My idea of doing it was just to kind of bring everybody in the community together, because it's a hobby, and in the summer, if it's just, you just want to get together, something other than just barbecuing and kicking it. So fishing is a good way to bring everybody together and just kind of be competitive out there and in a friendly environment.
Number 5.
Oh, me?
Top 5.
He don't even call you by Mike. It's number 5.
I've been fishing all my life, but I didn't really get into like bass fishing or like actual tournament fishing. I probably got into bass fishing when I was like 20, so I'm 30 now, so it's been 10 years since I've been like really bass fishing, really buying the gears. Tournament fishing probably when I was 21, when Josh Midwest Anglers they hosted back when 2021 or 2011. That's when my first tournaments was. It was actually at Milwaukee. That was one of my first tournaments as well. So I'm hoping I can take this win here too. But
was you top 5 back then too?
Yeah, man. No, man. Back then I was
I think he might have won that tournament too.
Really?
I ranked number 10. 10 years move up 5 spaces.
Hey, that means Chewy hated you back then. Like, God damn, this Mikey Fang.
Chewy don't know why I hated him, man. He's like, hey, you got a short guy. He can't do it. But no, right now, yeah. But now he's all right. He's all right.
What about you, B?
So in terms of fishing, I've been fishing my whole life. But in terms of just bass fishing, tournament fishing, I think I started around the same time as Mikey, about like 8-9 years ago. So it's in terms of Milwaukee Bassers, why we started Milwaukee Bassers. Big shout out to one of our guys, Clumsy, who ran Milwaukee Hmong Bassers for 8-9 years, right?
5 years,
probably.
5-6 years.
Okay,
I'll say probably 5 years.
Hey, so he was like the pioneer, pretty much, then, huh? For
Yeah,
Milwaukee.
Yep, he's the one who started it.
Nice.
Yeah, so he started Milwaukee Hmong Bassers, and unfortunately this year he didn't want to run no more. I mean, it's understandable. It's a lot of work. So he didn't want to run no more, and last year. So he stopped running last year, and then this year, there's basically no club in Milwaukee. So like us 3 came together, and we just talked about it. Obviously a drunken night. We were just talking and decided that, hey man, let's do this. Let's bring the community together. There's a lot of Milwaukee anglers. So our goal, our first goal was, let's get the Milwaukee anglers together. Let's reach out to these Milwaukee anglers and let's get them a platform to fish. And obviously it grew, right? We didn't expect it to grow at this pace. But it's growing. It's growing, every year. It's almost to a point where it's too much to handle. But I think we're definitely on the right track or in the right direction of where we're headed. So
yeah. If you guys don't know, Milwaukee Bassers, they actually have a Facebook group. I think it's a private group, right? So you have to request to join.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah. So we'll make sure to provide that link so you guys are interested or you guys aren't already in that group, so you guys can join. And
then Milwaukee Bassers is just not for Hmong anglers, right? It's open.
It's open for all.
It's open to the public.
Right.
That's cool. That's good.
Everybody's welcome to come join. Everybody's open to fish. It's an open league, so anybody can come.
Yeah, and the big thing is, the big thing we want to stress is it's not just because you're not in our league doesn't mean you can't be, just because you don't participate in our league or fish our league doesn't mean that you can't join the group. We have sponsors. It's open to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's fishing in general.
All are welcome.
Yeah.
We give out beer at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Come have a couple beers.
So that's the big thing we want to stress. It's like it's just because you don't fish in a league doesn't mean you're not. So.
All right. So yeah, I fished a few tournaments with you guys in the past before too, and then you guys have a system called Angler of the Year. So can you explain what that is? AOI.
Well, yeah, our Angler of the Year is pretty much like your best overall. So how well a team does throughout the 5 tournaments or the 6 lakes that we fish at. So overall, let's say you place first one tournament, you get 100 points, right? So then let's say you place 10 place, you get 90 points. Then your overall, you be at 95. And that'll be your rank at the end of the year out of 6 lakes, 100 points a lake. You put them all together, 600 points. And then let's say you get like 540. And then you do 540 divided by 600, and that'll be your overall ranking for the percentage. And then that's how well you do throughout the entire lake. So it's pretty much based on how well you do on an average year, and that's be the Angler of the Year. So it has nothing with you winning first place. You don't have to win first place a single time this year to win AOY. So let's say you win third place all year, and your chance
But
of winning.
you'll win AOY though.
Yeah, but your chance to win AOY is real high. You place third all year, place fourth all year. That's how. That way, people who like do wells in certain lakes, it'll be their benefit just to do well.
Okay.
Because not everybody's good at every lake. Some anglers are good at certain lakes. If you do well 3 lakes out of like 4, you get a good chance of winning. That's how AOY is.
Yeah. So in short, angler year, AOI, your team of the year, same thing. It's just basically your accumulation of points of every tournament. And whoever gets the highest point wins the pot. So every team pays a fee, $100 fee, and we also gain revenue from a non-AY team. So like, let's say Mongi, let's say your Asian Flush team joins, but you guys aren't part of the group. You guys pay an extra fee. So every team that's not part of the group pays extra fee.
Okay.
So it's accumulation of points and accumulation of money throughout the season. So the team with the highest point at the end of the season basically wins that prize. So last year, I think our prize was just a little shy of $4,000.
Wow.
So
wow. Okay.
And on top of sponsor money as well. So so that's the big prize. Like that's the prize everyone shoots for. So that's the big, the bragging rights. That's the the big. You can win first one tournament, but if you win that big AY prize, is the ultimate goal. That's basically like the Super Bowl.
Cool,
So pretty much if you win, you split. Right now we're like 3,000. So right now, let's say you win, you're on 2-man team, 1,500 person. That's good money. Yeah, you're just fishing just the summer.
Cool.
What was last year's prize? That was like around that much.
Like I said, I think it was. I don't know the exact number. I think it was a little shy. Was it a little shy of 3,000, 4,000?
Yeah, somewhere around there. We're shy of 3,000 or 4,000.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
and
sounds right.
it's just straight up cash. You guys just
straight
give out.
cash.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you guys
Like,
gave out anything.
20, he just put his hands like, hey,
Yeah, we're not.
And a trophy.
Yeah, that's
And
a
they
lot. I
also get a
counted.
trophy.
Cool. Oh man. So like with this pandemic going around with COVID-19, how did you guys do at your first tournament with social distancing? How was that? How do you guys plan for with COVID?
Go Chewy.
Well, actually, our first tournament was supposed to be the second week of May, I believe. But we ended up canceling that because of the pandemic, and we feel that it didn't feel safe for everybody, and I didn't want everybody to come to just get their AOY points too, So we talked about it, as tournament directors, and we came with a decision to just kind of, take this one out, and then start the season with the next tournament, which was at Puckaway. That was 3 weeks ago, I believe, 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I mean, we try our best to do social distancing too. But then, I mean, with everybody being, very really excited with the first tournament, I mean, there was a lot of people we were kind of close to, but we did 2 flights, so we try to manage the time where everybody just kind of come in and out at the same time.
Cool.
But yeah, overall, I think it was alright. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we still stress the social distancing, right? We still want anglers to kind of maintain their distance from each other. Given that we have up to 3 person per team. So let's say we have 30 boats. Times that by 3, you're basically having 100 people out there.
Right.
So we definitely want to we definitely still stress the social distance. We don't want people to gather. It's definitely times it's out of your control, but at least we announce it and let people know that, hey, look, we still want to maintain our distance. So
Yep. So this weekend at Milwaukee, that's when we're gonna really stress it. So we changed we changed the weigh-ins and the runs out just so that we keep everybody at social distance.
Oh, that's good.
Just keep everybody safe, because we can't enforce 6 foot, but we could definitely make it in our favor where it's still 6 feet from each other, just so that each boat. Because not everybody cares about the 6 feet, but the people who do care, we have to care about them, and we have to take their opinions, and we have to take their advice. So that's why we're doing it, and then let's hope this will keep everybody safe and clean for the COVID-19.
Good. And then you know, how do you guys feel that the sport of fishing has grown throughout the years? It seems like there's a lot more Hmong anglers now, buying boats, participating in tournaments. You feel like the sport has grew for the last 10 years or so?
Yeah. Are you talking about within like the Hmong community or just
within the Hmong community? Yeah, because it used to be like white bass fishing, recreational fishing, but I see more and more with bass, small game fishing. So,
yeah, I think Hmong fishing is it's exploded. You know, like you know, coming from like a flag football standpoint, playing flag football, basketball, it's a sport where I see it's ridiculous, right? It's just like bombed. You know what I'm saying? Like July 4th, the Hmong July 4th bass tournament, has over 100 boats. It's ridiculous.
Forget
all
about
Hmong,
that.
all Hmong. It's crazy. And that's kind of the reason why we kind of wanted to start something in Milwaukee too, right? Like our goal was kind of, hey, we have so much anglers in Milwaukee, so much boaters in Milwaukee. Let's try to reach out to these people. And I mean, like I said, that's where we are now. So definitely, like Hmong fishing is ridiculously, like
it's growing rapidly.
Yeah, on the rise.
It's really growing.
I heard fishing makes you more sore and tired than like basketball and football. Is that true?
Well, I think the reason for that is probably because you're outside. You're getting beat by the sun all day, and you're not really moving a lot. There's no shade. So, and you gotta stay hydrated too because it's the sun that's really bringing you up. But then there's also times where me being Mike, we've seen it where we're out over at Sturgeon Bay and we're going against those 4-5 foot rollers, and
Dang.
I mean it seemed at the end of the day it seemed like you got beat up by 10 guys. Because you're trying to embrace yourself every time the boat hits the waves, So that's ridiculous. I've came back where I'm all ached on my whole body, and Mikey feel the same way, So it does take a toll on your body.
Yeah. So pretty much you are saying fishing takes more of a toll on your body than
let's ask Monkey,
participating.
Just ask Monkey. I couldn't fish turtle week. He never wants to fish me again.
Bro, dude, when it's hot, 8 hours, you get beat up in the sun.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's rough. And last year at Big Green, I cramped up. So
you cramped up.
You cramped up on the boat.
I never knew you could cramp up fishing.
Yeah, it's a sport, dude. You gotta be athletic, man.
Fishing. It's I think it involves everything, right? It's a lot mental. People don't think it's physical, but it is. Like they said, it's if it's sunny that day, like I went fishing today, it's 80, 85 degrees, none but sun. You're sitting in the sun for 8+ hours, just beating on you. It's draining. So on top of that, you got your mental game. If you ain't catching fish, you're thinking to yourself like, damn, do I suck? And so forth, right? So it's mental, it's physical, it's everything. It's all the elements. So.
Do you guys think I don't know, maybe I might sound ignorant asking this question because I know nothing about fishing, but do you guys think there will ever be like a professional Hmong angler? Because I don't know. I thought, I'm gonna name drop Trevor Lowe. I thought he was a professional angler.
He's definitely the first one.
Trevor Lowe.
He's the first one, but he made it though. So you could say he's a professional angler. He's out there. He's competing with the pros too. So
Trevor Lowe
there will be more in the future.
Yeah. Trevor Lowe is he made it to the highest level of bass fishing. He made it to the Mecca. The very, very top of
right, because he got endorsements and everything, right?
Well, he made it to the Classic. So the Bassmaster Classic is literally the Super Bowl of fishing.
Yeah. Okay.
So he made it to that level.
So that does put him as like a professional level.
He's more professional bass angler.
Okay.
Next one. Right here.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Dude, you need to be number 1, man. You gotta start being number 5.
That's the next one. They just don't know it yet, but that's the next one right here. Right at him.
And we got him on the podcast too.
Well, speaking of professional English, who are you guys' favorites? Do you guys have one?
Oh, as a professional angler, Aaron Martin's. He's definitely my favorite.
Aaron Martin?
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, why'd you pick my guy? Come on, man.
Definitely Aaron Martin's. That's my favorite one right there.
I'm like
I will have to agree with you too with Aaron Martin.
I'm a Takiro Mari because he's Asian and
you got back up the Asian.
Yeah, represent.
Like I'm always looking at like how he does. So
rooting for the underdog.
I'm always rooting for Tak.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Right.
My go, huh?
Yeah.
No, he said here.
My go, huh? Okay, well,
Okay, he said
my guy is probably same guy as Mikey. You know, I mean, he's MR. You know, he's actually very versatile. He could go anywhere in the country and do good too. You know, so that's probably my favorite guy right there. You know.
Cool.
Yeah. Do you guys
Two
think
different
it's hard
strategies.
to
Okay.
follow those guys and try to fish the way they fish? Because those guys are, you know, I think they fish down south, and the way they fish is a little bit different than how we fish in the Midwest. Do you think learning from them helps out, or is it like different when you guys fish here in the Midwest?
Usually when I'm watching them, and I learn how they approach the fishing. It's not what they're using, but how they approach fishing. So it's more down to like details. Like you pay attention to details, what they do on what that day, and what they present. That in my opinion helps way more than what they're gonna tell you. Say, hey, look, I'm throwing a crankbait. That's all I want. That doesn't tell me anything because it's too general and too broad. So so what I do is I definitely take a look at the details, what they do and how they present it. That's how I usually watch, and that's how I learn from them.
Let's see. Cool.
So I got a legit question for you guys. So you guys all know I don't fish. I know little to nothing about fishing. I mean, I know how to cast and reel in. That's all I know how to do.
Tao uses the Zebco fishing pole.
I don't even know what that means. I probably use like a starter kit one. But for if you guys had any advice to anyone that wants to get into fishing, whether they're young or my age, like 29, like what advice do you guys have for them? Or like, do they need like an expensive like set or like a rod to start like building up that skill, or like what would be the advice you give to that person?
I would say don't pay attention to your gear. Have confidence. You know, you go out with confidence, and you're gonna go out there and pretty much just try to grow yourself. So you try to grow yourself and learn from what you're doing that day. So let's say you go out there, you don't catch anything, learn from it. Let's learn why you're not catching fish. You know, it's like a mental game. You know, it really is a mental game because it is all confidence. You go out there, you know, you throw your confidence through, you throw what you're confident in. Let's say you've been fishing bluegills all your life. You know, you like worms. Throw the worm. You know, that's how you're really gonna catch fish. Don't just go out there and throw some random lures that you saw on YouTube, because that's gonna lead you straight in. That's gonna make you a worse angler than what you really are.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Making the wrong mistake already. Shit.
Yeah. Tell me, I could go out there with an ugly stick, and I know I'll still outfish people. That's how it is.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's I always say, you know, it's like any sport, right? You practice, you know, you practice, you spend time at it, you know, you're gonna learn from your mistakes. I mean, the end goal is obviously you're gonna get better, right? I mean, that's the end goal. So, but it takes practice, you know, we're not talented or anything. We can, you know, I mean, unless you are, but I mean,
Top five.
You know what I'm saying? You practice in any sport and anything, you're eventually gonna get better. So that's like my biggest advice. You know, spend time doing it, and you know, love doing what you're doing. So if you have passion for fishing, you know, spend time doing it, you're gonna be good. You know, you have passion for football, spend time doing it, you're eventually gonna be good. So that's my biggest advice.
That's the same thing as go out there. You know, you can't shoot twos. Go out there, shoot the free throw line 1,000 times. It's the same thing as fishing. Go out there, make 1,000 casts.
Yeah.
You know, that's how you get better. You know, you can only get better with experience.
Can you get better if you sleep on the boat?
That's me, man. I've caught some big fish. Catching fish, man.
If you guys don't know, Mike is notorious for sleeping.
He's a meme. He sleeps.
You got to add that in the podcast. This is pictures, Mongi.
Yeah.
A collage.
Oh, I got plenty of pictures too.
Yeah, we'll drop pictures.
Yeah,
right
drop them here. Drop them here. Send them.
Yeah.
Right there. You put it right in the corner, right there.
All right. Chewy, you got any advice for someone like me?
Well, I mean, my best advice is, you know, I mean, especially with just equipment wise, I mean, just get what you can, you know. But then the most important thing is probably to spend time in the water. I mean, try to tag along with somebody who knows what they're doing, you know. And you pick up stuff here and there, you know. I mean, it's gonna be hard. I mean, don't expect to be good in 1 year, in 2 years, you know. I mean, like me being Mikey, we've been fishing our whole life, you know. We've been tournament fishing for 8 years, you know, and we're still not the best out there, you know. But like the best advice is just pick up a rod and, you know, get out there, you know, tag along with somebody who knows what they're doing, and I mean, you pick up stuff here and there, and you know, once you start picking stuff up, I mean, you'll start, you know, figuring things out on your own too, and then, you know, you maybe someone will start looking up to you, saying, "Oh man, he know what he's doing now too," you know. So
Yeah.
just get out there, you know.
Yeah. I was waiting for one of you guys to say, "Oh, just come fish with us," but you guys didn't do that.
Yeah, you're not that good yet, bro. You're not that good yet.
I kind of say something like that, you know. I mean, it's like, you know, come take along, you know.
Yeah.
Ask Mongy, man. I invited one time. He never want to join again.
All right, there you go.
I still ask him to this day.
Yeah, there it goes. I guess these three are inviting whoever wants to fish with them.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, that's the invite.
Hey, we're doing another episode with us on their boat, and we have a little tournament then.
Of course, man. All the time. M3, bro. We're still there.
For real. Do you guys ever feel like between you three on a boat, you know, who's the captain? Like, who makes the decision to, like, hey, you know, let's go try at this laydown, you know, because I understand.
Tell us who's the alpha.
Differently, so
we want to know who the alpha.
Man, of course I do.
I got
Make all decisions.
the number 5 does, man.
Yeah.
It's usually like a group discussion,
Yeah,
and then really, if you put like the guy who you really wants to fish it, he'll like really put his inputs, like, hey, let's go do this, really do this, because he has confidence in it. So then we'll do it.
So the big thing about us is like we were boys before fishing, you know. So it's not like, you know, we came together because of fishing. So like you know, us three for sure, like we're boys. So it's you know, there's never a moment where, you know, we're like get angry at each other, like you suck. We'll you know, we'll goof around, yeah, we'll
joke around.
But you know, there's not a moment where it's like, yeah, like I'm better than you, like do this, you gotta go this way, you go that way, you know. So I mean that's between us three, that's the big thing. You know, we're boys before fishing. So, you know, even on the boat, you know, we goof off, you know, we the big thing, I mean, the question asked before, like the biggest advice, honestly, and what you got to mention is
advice for teams, like just
fun.
for teams.
That's the biggest thing. Like I've seen teams where, you know, they take it too serious, or they're not having fun. Where they get straight faces, they, you know, they're not even smiling. Like for us, it's like our boat, you know, we goof off, we talk shit, we, you know, we're out there to have a good time, you know, because it's fishing, you know, we're not pros, you know. You know, we're not in here to make money. You know, if we're here to make money, you're definitely in the wrong sport.
Oh yeah, just remember that winning is just a bonus. You know, I mean, you can't go out there. I mean, of course you want to win every tournament, you know, but winning is just a bonus. You know, really you're out there just, you know, to compete. You know.
Yeah. Plus, if you get mad at each other, you're out on a lake on a boat. Where are you gonna go? Stuff, right?
Sleep.
Yeah. So like, you know, going back to that question, like I said, it's the biggest things. We're boys for fishing. You know, we're out there to have fun. You know, we goof off, we laugh. I mean, if Mikey has somewhere to go, like we go. Chewy wants to go fishing where we go. You know, it's just, you know, it's a team effort. So
yeah.
Oh, and on a serious note too, I mean, at times we joke around too, but I mean, on tournament day, if we know who have the high hand, you know, I mean, he's doing it. You know.
Yeah. I actually got I got a question for you guys. Another question. What's your favorite snack? Because, you know, you guys are out there on the lake or whatever you guys are at.
Hey, do you guys eat like a boiled chicken?
Yeah, I was gonna
rice?
say, you guys have boiled chicken. You guys got beef jerky. What do you guys eat?
So at tour day, we don't eat it all. You know, honestly, like if we're like out there fun fishing or like free fishing, I mean, yeah, we'll bring like, you know, food to eat. But I mean, if it's tournament day, like you honestly do not have the time, or you're not even thinking.
Yeah, your mind is not even on eating, you know. But after the tournament, you know, you're hungry though.
You maxed out, right?
But during the tournament, you don't even think about eating because time goes by so fast. You know, there's times where I'm fishing, and by the time I know I'm like, dude, it's already 12. We don't even have a limit.
Yeah.
What's going on, you know? So
yeah.
I mean, you start struggling a little bit, and food don't even cross your mind at all.
Damn.
These guys don't eat though, you know. Me, you know, I'm healthy. I eat chicken salad, you know. That's what I do. So,
all right, we gotta put the photo in your chicken salad, though. Your chicken salad's fake, man.
Yeah, well, what do I call it again? Recuperation, man. That's what I do, man. So I have like a midday recuperation.
Yeah, that's when you go to sleep.
Have you guys ever gone to Mikey's KFC buffet in Fond du Lac?
Oh yeah, I've been there.
That's the best, dude. That's the best one.
So Mikey has a infamous restaurant he goes to. It's a KFC, but it has a buffet in there, and yeah, it's pretty good.
Real?
Yeah.
It's an actual KFC, but it's buffet style.
KFC buffet.
All right, I'm gonna start fishing with you guys just so I can go there.
Don't do it.
Yeah, let me know when you guys are done. I'm gonna show up too.
Yeah, go here, max out. They'll tell you this.
Yeah, I went there. I just ate nothing but the skin. That's crazy.
This guy ain't nothing but flour.
For real. All right. But yeah, and in regards to Milwaukee Bassers, what's your guys' end goal? What's the guys' goal for the year? What are you guys looking forward to?
My goal at the beginning of the year was to hit 30. Our goal together was to hit 30 AY teams. So last year we had 22 Angler year teams.
23, I believe. 23.
Yeah. So our goal was like 30. And I think we're pretty close to that.
We're at like 29, 28, 29.
Okay.
Man. And obviously our ultimate goal is to reach new teams, right? Like we don't want to just cater to Milwaukee. We wanted to go. We wanted to branch out and get these new teams. Whether it be Hmong, any race, right? Just to get our names out there.
Yeah.
Just for them to know, like, hey, this Milwaukee Bassers group is growing. They're getting 30, they're getting 40 votes. They're getting a lot of support. Like I said, our group, we have sponsors, right? So obviously we want our sponsors to be happy. We want our sponsors to know that, hey, we're actually out there doing work, spreading fishing, but as well as supporting our sponsors too. So that's definitely our big goal, ultimate goal.
Okay. All right. So I know you guys are sponsored by a couple businesses. Do you guys want to talk about who your sponsors are and how'd you guys get them to sponsor you guys?
Yeah. So the big thing when we first started is, we knew that for us to run it right, we needed funds, right? I mean, either we fork up our money or we kind of asked like around like, hey, you want to give us money? So I guess from that being said, like hosting a tournament costs a lot of money.
Yeah,
like literally, yeah.
We were like 3,000. We were like 3,000 million if we weren't gonna have like any sponsors.
Damn.
In the beginning of last year, we were like, oh
Yeah.
damn, we're like negative 3,000.
In terms of expenses, yeah. So Mike said expenses. We're looking at like $3,000. So I mean, for us to run it the way we wanted to run it, it would have cost us a lot of money. So we reached out to first we wanted to reach out to local businesses, right? We reached out to obviously a lot of Hmong local businesses. At first it was tough, right? Because I mean, you're approaching these random businesses and be like, hey, you want to support a fishing club,
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of had to like make a sales pitch, like, hey, this is what we're doing, this is what we can offer you, and it kind of went from there and it grew. So I mean, I'm big things to our sponsors for sure. It was huge. They gave us money for our expenses as well as just paying out fees and stuff. So I mean, I'm just going to list our sponsors here. So for this year, so shout out to our sponsors this year, our 2020 season. Opie Tao from Wausau, Wisconsin. He runs a company called Motor Sock, basically boat apparel for cable management.
Aesthetics, all aesthetics.
As well as Vang Tao and Manya Tao. They run a Vietnamese sandwich shop down in downtown Milwaukee called Xankia. They're also sponsoring their business called Care in Hands Home Healthcare, which is basically a home healthcare business. Our next sponsor is Ku, which is Chris. He runs.
I know him.
He runs Hooked Up Sports. He runs Hooked Up Sports as well as Wisconsin Vape. Shout out to Steve and Chingy. They run a mechanic shop called Autocave on the northwest side of Milwaukee, as well as Yuli Yuli, he runs he has his own realtor. And J and B, they run a online business called shop.com. And shout out to Change and Chance. They
are designers. So
these logos here. So every logo is designed by Change and Chance. And then David Tao, who runs a
gun store.
A gun store. I would say. How do you say? Gun store. He's
a gun shop.
FFL. Yeah. A legalized FFL dealer. So he also, has the firearms.
I remember you, David.
And Jared Tao, who is from the Hmong, Wisconsin Chamber of Commerce, is a big sponsor this year as well. And last but not least, Kritter, who runs a balloon and bait shop called Critters inside Postmont. So I know, like I said, I know we have a lot of sponsors, but if you guys are seeing this, it's a big, it's a big. We have a big support from those guys. So big ups to those.
Yeah.
Awesome,
Shout out
man.
to them for sure. We'll have their Facebook link or their website. We'll add it to our video as well, and then
we're having the description.
Our viewers could go and check them out too.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, it's great to hear you guys have all the sponsors. You guys got the local business and Hmong business supporting you guys, showing you guys love. So that's great to see.
Talking about showing some love, let's talk about that giveaway, guys.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna be giving away 2 Milwaukee MKE Basser shirts. I don't know the details yet, but we'll have them in the description of all the details. But the most important key you have to join the Milwaukee Basser Facebook group and like the Asian Flush MTV podcast page on Facebook. So there's going to be a couple more requirements, but we'll have them in the links below if you guys want to win a shirt. So we'll be giving out 2 shirts.
Yeah, if you want to know what it looks like, look at Mongi's shirt. That's what it's going to look like. That's our new logo for this year. And it just shows up Mongi. This is the old logo. Mongi has the new logo, which is more crisp and easier for everybody.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Any last words you guys want to say? Chewy, B, Mike?
Break number 5, buddy.
So my words are, I always say it. This is not our league. It's not Mikey B and Chewy's league. This is a league that we all done together. All the anglers, all the teams. Everybody who's fishing for us, who supported us. We have a lot of veterans. We have a lot of new guys. But this league would not happen if it wasn't for everybody doing it together. So, that's something that we always stress. Like, it's not our league. It's everybody's league. It's for us to make it better, for us to grow. We got to do it together. So that's the big thing.
Props to all the anglers to come and support us, come to join us. Y'all tight.
Yeah.
Y'all number 6, y'all number 5. Y'all number 6.
All right, Chewy, you got any last words, Chewy?
Well, I mean, like, thanks for everybody, and thanks for you guys for having us here too. It helps us, put everybody out there too. So, just want to see everybody out there and enjoy the water, and hopefully we take you guys out there too,
Yep,
right,
for
cool.
sure. Yeah, I know we wanted to have you guys in the studio and everything too, but with COVID going on, we just want to be cautious. But once it starts to die down, we'll have you guys back on the set. It'll make recording a lot easier with everyone here. So.
Yeah, we can get a follow-up update on how your tournaments and everything are going. So we'll be looking forward to that. You guys got me pumped.
All right.
Stay tuned for Asian Flush MTV fishing team.
Part 2, man.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, B, Mikey,
All right.
Chewy, Milwaukee
Thank
Bassers.
you.
Until next time.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Sure.
Till then, dude.
All right.
See you guys.
Deuces.
See ya.